What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Pragmatic Bodybuilding. So today what I want to talk about is calf development or a lack thereof. And I'm going to be super real here and say let's not play the genetic card either way. Of course, there's going to be some of you out there who are going to say my genetics aren't that great. Why bother? And there's going to be other people like me who do have favorable genetics for calf training and say, yes, it's played a significant role in my development. But there's other important things that can help us to develop our calves. And of course, having real commitment and utilizing some key strategies to effectively train our calves. So first off, the genetics. Yes, they play a significant role in the shape of our calves and actually the growth rate. Some people obviously grow better than others. And of course, having ideal muscle insertions can definitely give us an edge as well. Here's the deal though. Without commitment, really good work ethic, having a high degree of effort, and being super consistent, genetics isn't going to do all is necessary to develop your calves to their fullest. You have to put the work in. And regardless of our genetic makeup, it definitely comes down to committing yourself to training your calves just like any other body part. I'm wearing a pair of shorts. I want people to look at my calves and go, damn, that guy's got some serious calves. And when I'm working with new athletes, when I meet with them for the first time, I always ask them if they train calves, and if they do, did they train them with plenty of intent? And it's not too surprising that roughly half of them either don't train calves at all or they don't commit to them very seriously. That's the big reason why many people struggle with their calf development. So what are some key points in developing your calves? Number one, again, you got to have that commitment. You need to commit to your calf training just like any other muscle group. Two, train them first. Train calves at the beginning of your sessions where your energy and your motivation are at their highest. I've had plenty of lower body days when I started out with, let's say, squats, maybe move into an RDL, do a leg curl, maybe some of the leg extensions. And by the time you get through that, you're pretty tapped out. You guys have done this where it's like, I'm tired and I don't really feel like doing calves. So you kind of just skip out of them, or you say, hey, I'll do those tomorrow. And you never really do. So again, if you put them first in order, your energy is going to be super high. You're going to be more motivated to train them, and you're going to get more out of them by doing it first. And it really doesn't have a negative impact to any other lower body exercise. Number three, frequency. Aim to train your calves at least 2 to 3 times per week. If you've only been training them once or not at all, obviously you're probably going to get more out of your calf training if you're picking the frequency up to 2 to 3 times per week. I mean, some people, you might see a little more benefit training them more than 3 times per week, but 2 to 3 times per week is a good start. And then from there, you kind of see how it goes, and you can always adjust up or down as needed. Number four, effort. You need to train with plenty of intention, getting close enough to failure. We just need a high degree of effort to challenge your calves and just going through the motions. So again, really get after it with the effort. Number five, you need to select effective exercises for you. Choose movements that give you a good mind-muscle connection, they're safe for you, and that you actually enjoy. If you're following those 3 key aspects, you're going to get the most out of a movement. For me personally, standing calf raises as they target the entire calf. Seated calf raises I've done in the past, but I've realized for myself it's kind of a waste of time because they mainly hit the soleus, and with the standing calf raise, it works the entire calf. So I just put more of my marbles into standing calf raises, and over the years that's been the go-to exercise for me. Number 6, set and rep ranges. Anywhere from 2 to 4 sets is pretty reasonable. Maybe we can up that if 2 to 4 sets isn't giving us what we want, and use rep ranges that aren't too low or too high. Sometimes when the rep ranges are a little too low, let's say below 8 reps, then the form and the range of motion starts to get suspect. So I find for me personally, 8 to 10 is more of a sweet spot. More than 10 reps, then lactic acid just builds up way too much. I really can't reach true muscular failure because of that lactic acid. Like the burn is preventing me from pushing myself too much, and I can hit the appropriate proximity of failure with a lot of accuracy. So number 7, pause your reps so you're not bouncing around like a bunny rabbit. We've all seen those guys in the gym, bouncing around like crazy. So make sure you're using a decent range of motion and use about 1 to 2 second pauses. I think anything longer than that might be a little too excessive. I know for me, if I'm pausing more than 2 seconds, it might cut short the number of total reps that I can do. So 1 to 2 seconds, I think, is a reasonable amount of time to be in that fully stretched position. And then again, you could pause 1 to 2 seconds at the peak position or peak contraction. And what that's going to do, it's going to help to kill momentum. So in a sense, you can keep the loading pretty humble, so your form stays pretty much on point. Number 8, consistency. I can't stress this one enough. Most importantly, you need to stay consistent. You need to train your calves with intent, week after week, month after month, and year after year. The transformation picture I'm showing you is 24 years of dedicated, committed work with plenty of intention, and I'm super proud of the development that I have with my calves. And it's awesome to be walking around as a 53-year-old with some jacked calves. So regardless of your genetics, your calves can grow. Just remember, you have to actually train them. We all start with our own canvas, and it's a blank canvas, but you have to pick up that paintbrush and you have to start painting. And if you don't do that, then obviously you're just going to end up with an empty canvas. So hopefully this helps you guys. Train your calves. Don't skip out on them. Don't be lazy. Get after it. And we'll talk more next week.